Good morning. It's Robert Young, and it's June 27th, about 10 a.m., so it's Thursday. Uh, President Trump is heading over to Japan for the G-20 summit, and so I wanted to take a couple of minutes and just sort of update you on a couple of things and sort of the expectations that I have over the weekend, what might occur, and as a result of that, what I think will occur perhaps on Monday or Tuesday of next week, and what I'm preparing for. So that being said, I'm going to start with a quote from a great American, Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld, back in 2002. I'm going to read this to you. It was at a press briefing he made. By the way, hopefully get that sort of tongue-in-cheek, great American, when you read this. All right, so here we go. Reports say that something hasn't happened are always interesting to me. Because as we know, there are known knowns, and there are things we know. We also know that there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know that there are some things we do not know, but then there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we know we don't know. And if one looks throughout the history of our country and other free countries, it is the latter category that tends to be the difficult one. Okay, you gotta love the politician. All right, let me try to conceptualize. A couple days ago, Mnuchin came out and said that we are 90% close to a trade agreement, and the markets went down. Well, they started up and they went down. And why is that? Very simple. We've been 90% away from a trade agreement for the last 6 months. It's not news. Again, the two critical points that are preventing any agreements from coming together are the fact that Trump would like the fact that the Chinese to stop stealing data or technology, and also they want to make sure that going forward, American companies or European or Asian do not have to give up proprietary technology in order to do business in China. It's really that simple. Those things are not, I think those are insurmountable currently. We haven't seen Mnuchin or Lighthouser holding secret meetings for the last couple of months. As I said in my previous month's newsletter, the only way a trade agreement would have occurred at the G20 summit is if Mnuchin had been going to China, and he has not been to China any time in the last 60 days. That being said, this morning, Wall Street Journal came out, big headlines, and they said, I'll read this, China's President Xi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is to present Trump with terms for settling a trade agreement. You would think that the markets would be taking off with big sell orders right now. And why are they not? It's very simple. If you read further in the article, it goes on to say that the president of China will present Trump with terms that he expects the U.S. to meet before Beijing is willing to settle the contentious trade fight between the two nations. So there we are. We're still at a stalemate. Nothing is developing either way. Now, how are things going in general? And then I'll sort of let you know where I'm going with this. Our economy is doing well, although there is data to show that the worldwide economy is slowing down. I've got some notes here. That, of course, if a trade agreement is made, that will reverse that sort of trend. We've got our Federal Reserve Board has decided that the potential to lower rates is on the table. However, Powell himself, as well as the Denver chairman, came out and said, they're not really crazy about the concept of cutting rates in July. rate cuts, and I'll give you a video class on that in the future. Next week's video is going to be on I'm sorry, as I was, recession indicators, because that's sort of the topic du jour. I'm going to give you what we look for in preparation for a recession, and then also some data you might want to keep an eye on every so often. But getting back to the point for this weekend. We've got a worldwide economy that's slowing down. Our economy is doing fine. We've got some job issue reports, et cetera, et cetera. We've got the potential for rate cuts. The market has already priced that in. What they are not pricing in is that a trade agreement will not be met, nor are they pricing in the fact that a interest cut will not occur. My point is, there are volatile issues in the very short term that could unwind this market, and I've prepared for that. I've prepared for that by selling your tech positions in order to take our 27% profit and cash it in. I am keeping a lot of your money in cash right now, not all of it. I am prepared on Monday at a moment's notice if there's a surprise agreement on after Saturday's meeting between the two presidents and the nations come together with a trade agreement, which they will. Then I'm prepared on Monday to get all in the market and make sure you take advantage of that. However, I believe that no agreement will be made, that in fact a truce will be presented. And unfortunately, what that could mean is the threat of additional tariffs might occur sometime in the future. Not sure about a rate cut in July. Keep an eye open on that. But other than that, just stay in the course. We're holding on to cash. If the markets drop, I'll take advantage of that and pick up some additional good quality positions, maybe the S&P 500 index while it's on sale. But if the markets take off, we'll be able to engage immediately in the morning and make sure you participate in that. So that's it. Just want to update you on that. Just want to let you know what's going on. Give you sort of my thoughts on what we're going to do to make sure that your money is working for you or safely tucked away and so we can take advantage of any adverse opportunities. All right. Hope all is well. Have a great weekend, and let's see what happens from Saturday night's meeting and what the news is on Sunday or Monday morning. Thanks so much, and talk to you next week.